Good evening, Lakewood. It's exactly 11 p.m., and you've just tuned in to Talk Radio, your new nightly habit and hometown connection. I'm your host, Jonathan Riley, and this is Tuesdays in Lakewood, the show that brings you the stories, the news, and the voices that make our community tick. It's Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Can you believe it? We're already crossed the halfway mark of the year. 175 days down, 190 to go. That means we're officially 25 weeks into 2025. Or if you want to get technical, 47.95% through the year. And yes, I do keep track of these things, partly out of curiosity, mostly because it reminds me just how quickly time flies when you're busy building community. Whether you're on your late night commute, relaxing at home after a long day, or catching this on replay whenever your schedule allows, you're in the right place. We've packed this episode full of everything local, from neighborhood happenings to city updates, from upcoming events to stories about the people who make Lakewood feel like home. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's dive into all the news, the laughs, and the heartbeats of our town. This is Tuesdays in Lakewood. Let's get started.
The following is rated TV MA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hi, what's up, Lakewood? I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. And now we go into our first segment of the night, the Lakewood Lowdown. So, number one, crime update. Summer safety patrols expanded in response to recent safety concerns, most notably the Harry Todd Park shooting in late May that injured 7. Lakewood Police Department has ramped up foot and bike patrols this summer. Officers are concentrating efforts at parks like Harry Todd, transit centers, and commercial corridors. While year-to-date property crime is down roughly 26%, and violent crime has decreased as well. Chief Smith stresses that public vigilance remains essential, particularly in parking lots and public spaces. Number 2, Weather Watch. Dry spell with fire risks. Lakewood is entering its third week without measurable rainfall, triggering a moderate drought advisory in the region. With July 4th on the horizon, the fire department strongly urges residents to steer clear of fireworks outside designated areas. The city has posted an interactive burn ban map defining permitted and restricted zones on its official website. Number 3, development spotlight. And Gravity Lake Drive redevelopment update as part of the Lakewood Station District Sub-Area Plan. That's a lot to say. The Gravity Lake Drive corridor is undergoing a major overhaul, currently underway near Washington Boulevard and Nyanza Road. Crews are installing ADA-compliant sidewalks, pedestrian lighting, stormwater infrastructures, and new traffic lanes/medians. Expect daytime lane closures and reroutes between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. with possible weekend work to maintain schedule. Project outcomes will include safer pedestrians and bike links, new lighting, traffic calming features. Okay, how are you gonna calm traffic? Really? How do you calm traffic? And updated drainage. Timeline accelerated by early utility relocations. The project remains on track for August of 2025. Substantial completion. Residents are encouraged to support local businesses along the corridor during the construction phase. Live detour maps, schedules, and the full project timeline are available on the City of Lakewood website under Gravity Lake Drive project. Now we go to the next segment. Okay, you like that little transition there? Yeah. So this is Talk Radio, Tuesdays in Lakewood. Man on the Street, coming soon. We're hitting the sidewalks of Lakewood. That's right, coming soon to Tuesdays in Lakewood. It's going to be a brand new segment, Man on the Street. We'll be asking real people, real questions, and getting real answers right here in our neighborhoods, parks, businesses, and community spaces. From favorite food spots to the biggest issues facing our city, we are turning the mic around and letting you do the talking. So if you see us out and about, don't be shy, step up, speak up, and be part of the conversation. Now, I might be using my smartphone because, that's how the world is now. You got your phone, and it does perfectly good quality video. No need for mic or nothing. But Man on the Street coming soon to Tuesdays in Lakewood, only on Talk Radio, your favorite new 11 p.m. habit. Now we get into City Hall recap for Lakewood. Public comment sparks budget ideas at the June 16th, 2025 council meeting. several residents urged council to strategically utilize interest earned on Lakewood's fully obligated $13.8 million ARPA fund balance, approximately $2.37 million, to further mental health support and your youth recreation programming. Local parents, educators, and nonprofit reps praised existing partnerships with the Boys and Girls Club and Clover Park School District, advocating to allocate additional resources to teen mental health, first aid, counseling, and late night programming. Council acknowledged the value of these suggestions, particularly as adult mental health and youth engagement remain key council priorities in 2025, and committed to analyzing interest fund allocations in the mid-year budget review. Number 2, ordinance and contract actions. Council approved several key items. A contract worth $198,700 for Keller Associates to update the Municipal Code's Title 12 and the Engineering Standards Manual, helping streamline development and infrastructure planning. Major road improvement contracts, $5.76 million for the Nyanza Gravity Lake Road project, and $3.2 million for the interlocking 112th Idlewild corridor. A $98,814 contract for new fencing at Fort Silicon Park's dog area. They also proclaimed a recognition of June as Ride Transit Month, honoring Pierce Transit's 6.8 million bus rides in 2024, including over 1 million free youth trips. Number 3, July 7th meeting preview. Looking ahead to the July 7th regular meeting at 7 p.m., Business Spotlight, Children's Trading Post, highlighting local entrepreneurship and small business support. Mental health agreement, approval expected for an amendment with Greater Lakes Mental Health Care to expand mental health service capacity in Lakewood. Interlocal agreement, potential partnership with Washington State DSHS for community policing and support programs. What's up, Sprout? Thank you for watching. MFTE approvals, conditional certificates for Alliance Residential and Springbrook 2, 12-year multifamily tax exemptions, incentivizing affordable housing, lodging tax funding, allocation likely to support local events, including a K-pop concert. K-pop. I like the name of that, K-pop. Sounds kind of weird. Community and park updates. Desserts on the driveway sorry, not deserts. Desserts on the driveway coming up June 24th, which was today, and July 17th. Casual neighborhood gatherings for informal public engagement with council members. Summer concert and market series continues. Tuesdays at Fort Silicon Park through August 19th, combining music and local vendors. Park projects. American Lake Park Plaza, nearly finished. Nisqually Trail interpretive stations. I cannot speak sometimes. Planned for summer/fall installation. Road work. Silicon Boulevard improvements at 87th Avenue Southwest in progress, with final paving slated for the week of July 7th. Now we move on to the school scoop. Even with summer break underway, there's no shortage of headlines from Lakewood schools. This is your school scoop. Number 1, summer meal program now active. The Lakewood School District's free summer meal program is officially active, ensuring no student goes hungry during the break. Meal sites include Clover Park High School, Tillicum Elementary, Lakeview Hope Academy, and Lockburn Middle School. Meals are served Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. and are available to all children 18 and under. No ID or registration required. Menus change weekly and include fresh fruit, sandwiches, and hot meal options. You can check the district website or call Nutrition Services for updates. Number 2, athletics update. Lakes High School training camp. At Lakes High School, summer training camps are underway. Football players return to the field this week for voluntary weight training and drills. Cross-country conditioning is also in progress with early morning runs around Fort Silicon Park. Coach Danvers and Coach Ortiz are calling for parent and community volunteers to support upcoming hydration stations. Hydration stations! Injury tents, and check-in tables, especially during July's heat wave practices and scrimmage week, July 8th through 12th. Interested volunteers can sign up online through the Lakes Athletics page. Number 3, back-to-school prep begins early. Mark your calendars. Fall orientation events begin in mid-August. Schools across the district will host welcome nights, supply pickups, and Chromebook distribution. Key dates: CPHS, Clover Park High School Freshman Orientation, August 22nd. Middle School Supply Nights, August 20th and the 21st. First day of school, September 3rd. More info coming soon on individual school websites and the district's Facebook page. Now moving on to this week in Lakewood. Looking for something to do this week? Here's your Lakewood calendar rundown. Wednesday, tomorrow, June 25th, Family Paint Night with Art Vana, 6 to 8 p.m. at Manic Meatballs, a kid-friendly art event with all supplies included. Paint, eat, and enjoy family fun. FILA Park Day for homeschool families, afternoon at Fort Silicon Park. Games, outdoor learning, and social time for local homeschoolers. Thursday, June 26th, not July, June 26th. Lakewood Youth Council Open Forum, 6 p.m. at City Hall for all students entering grades 9 through 12. Share your voice and ideas for youth programs. Lakewood Historical Society Walking Tour, 5:30 p.m. Meet at Museum. This week's theme, Lakewood's military history, from Fort Silicon to Joint Base Lewis McChord. Friday, June 27th, Lakewood's Farmer Market, 2 to 6:30 p.m. at Fort Silicon Park. Fresh produce, artisan booths, and strawberry tasting. Live music kicks off around 5. I thought Farmer's Market was on Tuesdays, but I guess they might have it Friday night this time. I don't know. Saturday, June 28th, Lake Wheels Car Show, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. at Clover Park Technical College. Classic and custom rides, food trucks, and live DJ entertainment, free entry. Lakewood Gardens, all day at 2317 Gravity Lake Drive, Southwest. Self-guided tours through 10 acres of blooming gardens and historic charm. Weekend look ahead. Now let's take a peek ahead. Your weekend look ahead for June 29th through the 30th. Or 29th and 30th. Saturday, June 29th. Lakewood Art Walk, 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. at Lakewood Town Center. Live mural painting, sidewalk chalk contest, open mic performances, and more. Sunday, June 30th. Community Cleanup Day, 9 a.m. till noon at Harry Todd Park. Help beautify the park. Gloves, bags, and coffee provided. plus free pizza for volunteers. Ongoing, Lakewood Playhouse presents The Importance of Being Earnest. Shows every Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Sunday matinees at 2 p.m. Now through July 14th. And sadly, this is a short episode. That's the wrap on this week's edition of Tuesdays in Lakewood. Earlier, I did a YouTube short, and I was asking people what their favorite summer spot is in the Pacific Northwest. And I got one, like, the wife, Freya, she told me that her favorite spot is Dash Point Park for camping and stuff. And then my mother-in-law, posted on Facebook telling me the same thing. Dash Point Park for camping and stuff. Family thing, they do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny. So being a wrap on this week, whether it's updates from City Hall, a new youth program launching in our schools, or a community cleanup that brings neighbors together. Remember, staying informed is just the first step. The real impact happens when we get involved. This city thrives because of people like you, who show up, speak up, and lend a hand. From council chambers to car shows, classroom clubs to cleanup crews. Every story we share is a reminder that Lakewood isn't just a place we live, it's a place we shape together. And now, I know, this is seen globally. People all around the world see this, and when I say Lakewood, they be like, what is Lakewood? Well, it's my hometown. It's where I live. It's home base for talk radio and gaming lives and all the stuff I do on YouTube. It's all home base here in Lakewood, Washington. My home, But if you want to revisit anything we covered tonight, you can find full notes, links, and community contacts online at crowrosesentertainment.com. I haven't started doing that yet, but I think I will kind of add that to the page to get views on my page, and y'all can go and check out notes from my show, links to places I mentioned, and just community contacts. And don't worry, if you're tuned in late, the replay will be up first thing after this. Right away, you can watch it, replay it on YouTube and all major podcast platforms like Twitch, Kick, all that stuff. And if you like tonight's show, consider sharing it. Let's keep building a community that stays connected, informed, and inspired, and also grow my show. Help me better talk radio with more views, more interaction. Like, I got 2 people who chatted so far. Sprout, who is one of my gaming people, and Timmy McCool, who is also one of my gaming people. He said, oh my God, you got headphones. Yeah. Headphones, because when I do interviews, the headphones help to echo. Speaking of interviews, I will have Claude Beauty coming up Friday. They got in touch with me and said they can do the interview Thursday, so I will do the interview this Thursday and put it on the Friday show, Finally Friday. So you can look forward to that. I just hope I don't butcher the interview, because Claude Beauty is a YouTube personality as well, content creator, all that stuff. So you can check out Claude Beauty over on YouTube as well before the interview, so you know what I'm talking about here. But I'm Jonathan Riley, and it's been an honor spending this Tuesday night with you. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new Wedgie Wednesday, and believe me, you won't want to miss it. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and most of all, stay Lakewood.